Hey everyone, welcome to another First Play from the guys at New Game Plus. This is Kenny bringing you the game of the week, Professor Layton and the Curious Village. This is a Nintendo DS title that was selected as sort of the bonus final hurrah of our summer pool party, where we let our community help choose, still quasi-randomly, but which games they want to play. This episode was specifically chosen by producer-level supporters, so thank you to those of you who submitted game suggestions. And we randomly pulled from those suggestions this Nintendo DS title, Professor Layton and the Curious Village. I know nothing about it. It is worth pointing out that being a DS game, obviously there may be some touch interaction. I am just, in this case, I'm just emulating on PC, and so you're probably going to see a mouse and a few of those things anywhere where touch is required. So it's not going to be a perfect representation of playing this game on actual hardware, but it should be close enough that we get a good sense of how things play. So I don't know anything about this game. I know it's got puzzle elements, and that's it. So I'm kind of going in blind. Maybe you are, maybe you're not, but we're going to give this one a little first taste together and see what is in store. So let's go. New game. Wants me to click overtly. Please enter your name. Okay, well, there's not a keyboard or a way to actually do a select, so I'm guessing I'm just gonna have to, like, spell. Weird. The Nintendo DS is weird. I'm just gonna say it. It's weird. I'm not opposed, but it's weird. It kind of reminds me, no, back. That was a P. Give me more time to make it. All right, so we'll be playing as New Game Plus Podcast in GP. Let's see what's in store. To my dear friend in GP.
The things we saw that day in the village became a secret we would have to keep from everyone for the rest of our lives. Because, you see...
Wow, pretty. It's actually very pretty. I love this art style. Oh, I was like, why is the kid driving? They're not in America.
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that? Oh no, this is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity.
So I guess this Professor Layton series is probably known, and the people kind of know who he is, because there's not a lot of explanation. I get kind of a Sherlock Holmesy vibe out of it, but we'll see.
But I suppose it would be best to explain the case before we arrive at our destination.
That would be a good idea.
2 months ago, Baron Augustus Reinhold passed away.
It's too bad.
Shortly after his death, his will was disclosed. The contents of it were fascinating, to say the least.
Right, I'm intrigued.
The Reinhold family treasure, the golden apple, is hidden somewhere within this village. To whomever successfully locates this treasure, I offer the whole of my estate.
Wow.
Naturally, those who attended the reading of the will immediately set out in search of the golden apple.
Naturally, that's how these things go. I hope someday I'm cool enough to do something boss like leave a treasure hunt for people when I die. I'm not, but it'd be cool. Or to have something worth people hunting for.
But in the end, everybody came back empty-handed. It turns out that no one had even heard of such a treasure existing, until its mention in the will.
Wow, that's some puzzle, all right.
Quite. Augustus Reinhold staked his entire fortune just to create one more puzzle before his death.
Okay, so I'm already intrigued. I will say, love the art style, love how they're doing this, love the story so far. The fact that there's just the one static image on the top is a little annoying, but the change of everything else has kind of a comic booky vibe, or almost a literary vibe in terms of like the art that's really nice. So I don't know, I'm intrigued.
What a
I keep saying that
perplexing
word.
Individual. I wish I could have met him while he was still alive.
It certainly sounds like you two would have gotten along, Professor. By the way, just what is this golden apple anyhow?
Some speculate it's a rare antique, while others say it could be a gem. Yet its identity remains elusive. But Luke, I can't shake the feeling that this matter is linked to some larger mystery.
Oh.
Something huge.
Okay, well, we're about to get into... well, it's not an RPG. If it was an RPG, I'd be like, it's not a golden apple. We're about to save the universe and maybe time travel. But, I don't know, maybe this will stay a little more realistic than that.
Aha!
The
Is that
foreshadowing,
really
though.
Intuition acting up again, Professor?
Well, our first step is getting to town.
This is all so exciting. I hope Saint Mystere is ready for the famous archaeologist and puzzle-solving detective, Herschel Layton.
Okay, well, there's the informal introduction that I was looking for.
Oh, Luke, you know as well as I do that I am no detective. Augustus Reinhold's wife, Lady Dahlia, has asked me to investigate the situation. It seems she came across my name by chance when reading an article about me in the papers.
And you immediately decided to take her up on her request, huh?
Oh, well, Luke, a true gentleman never refuses the request of a beautiful lady.
That's true.
If you say so, Professor.
We should be nearing the town by now. Look at the map in the envelope and help me with directions.
You got it. What in the... What's this?
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village.
Already the puzzles before the even real game starts. Okay.
She wants to see
Bring it on.
if we're capable of cracking the mystery surrounding the Reinhold fortune. Care to give it a go, Luke?
Let's give it a go.
I will do my best. A puzzle like this should be a snap for the apprentice of the great Professor Layton.
Very well then, Luke. I'll leave this one to you. Think of it as a warm-up for things to come.
Okay, so a little introduction, a little literal warm-up for how the game is going to work. Puzzle number 1, where's the town? It's worth 10. So I'm going to be collecting Pika Rats. Don't know. We'll see what that's all about. Oh, that's a lot of text. Number 1, 10 Pika Rats. Coins, 10. My village is on a road that leads to no other towns. I look forward to seeing you there. Use your stylus to draw a circle around the right village and then touch submit. Okay, so let's take a look. A road that leads to no other towns. I'm going to just mouse over here to kind of show you what I'm looking at and thinking about. But this road... I mean, is that just one road? There's not a village on it, though, so it doesn't matter. This road... Like, it's a little confusing, because once you turn, is it still the road? Leads to no other towns. I might be overthinking this. I mean, this is a dead end, but so is this. This road... No, you've got to say this is all one. So, like, this guy leads to this guy leads to this guy, and this guy. This road... I don't know what it's actually asking here. I've got a whole bunch of hints, but I don't want to use them. That's silly. Okay, you just sitting here watching me stare because it's a kind of confusing puzzle is not actually entertaining at all. Let me think this through. This road has this village and also leads to this village. I feel like that's out. This road leads to 2 villages, presumably. This one connects to all this. Connects to all this. Connects to all this. Oh, wait. Why did I think that was connected here? Oh, it's this little guy that's tricky. That doesn't connect. It's not the same road. So it's this village right here. It's actually a really clear puzzle, and I just am terrible at things. Go to puzzle, draw a circle around the town in 1 stroke. Once you submitted... Okay, I mean, I did. I don't know why it was giving me a hint.
Well, here's my guess.
Correct! As everyone makes so much fun of me because that took significantly longer than it should. Okay, kind of interesting premise though, like visual puzzles. I don't know what other kinds of things we'll get, but let's see if we can't get 1, maybe 2 more puzzles, and then that'll be a good taste of what this game has to offer. That's correct. The only town that isn't connected by roads to another town is the one in the upper left area of the map. It's great that they kind of show you an answer at the end. That's great. Looks like you're all set, all ready to start solving puzzles. Awesome. So far it seems like this one is touch exclusive. I haven't had to remove, been able to use, or had the option to even use buttons at all, which is kind of nice on a DS title, I guess. Let's get a little bit more of the story. This is interesting enough. We'll watch through it together.
Huh? Professor, do you mean to say you already figured out the town's location?
I'm afraid I couldn't help myself. A basic puzzle like that is...
Oh yeah, he's smarter than we are and is already driving there. Come on.
Anyhow, you'd best gather your things, Luke. We've arrived.
It did take me significantly longer than it should. Oh, nice. A nice change in music. It's a kind of a nice little, like, prelude. Again, very literary vibe, very sort of, like, classic whodunit mystery style. I'm getting sort of that, like, Knives Out motif of, kind of tone here, and I'm for it. Like, it's doing it for me. Now that we got through that introduction proper, we'll get a little more story. I'll do 1 more puzzle, and we'll call that a first taste of the game, and then let you guys jump in and experience it on your own. Good reminder, we want you to play along with us every week, so find a copy of this and boot it up and experience it yourself so that we can hear what you think about the game, not just ourselves. That is a really cool building. Okay, so we're not going to get voiceover the whole time. That's too bad. In the introduction, it was well done and it was nice, but I don't think we're going to get it the whole time. I'll read so that, I mean, I'm sure you guys can read, but so that we're all follow along together. And we're stuck on the outside. What should we do, Professor? Oh, look over there. There's a man standing on the other side of the river. Maybe he can help us. I will spare you the character voices and accents, however. Okay, head for Reinhold Manor. Tap an area to investigate. That drawbridge won't budge without an operator. Do I look like the sort to go drop in the bridge? I forgot I was supposed to read for you. For a bunch of fancy-looking outsiders. Hrumph. I love this guy. Look at him. What? Man, this game's just got character. You've got a lot of nerve. We received a letter of invitation from Lady Dahlia. I don't suppose that changes things, does it? From Lady Dahlia. Well then, I'd sure like to lower the bridge for you, Mr. Fancy Pants, but the engine is busted, and I can only move this blasted bridge with the hand crank. Humph. There's all these infernal slots I could put the crank in, but I got no clue which one to use. Humph. Okay, so we're going to get straight into our second puzzle. Great pace here, so far at least, of a little bit of story, a little bit of challenge. And I know my sample size is literally tiny, but it seems like the puzzles are going to be different from each other, so I'll say it again, intrigued. So, Mr. Smart Guy, you got an idea which one is the right one? All right, bring it on. Puzzle number 2, the crank and slot. Puzzle is worth 15 of 15 Pika Rats. There's no way to lower the bridge and get across without inserting the crank into the correct slot. Choose the slot that fits the crank shown below. Oh, this one looked straightforward just because the 1, 2, 3, but then you've got the 5-sided, the pentagon that makes it a little bit interesting. Let's solve it, and then once I do, I'm gonna click hints just so we can see what the hints do. But we've got a puzzle coming out of one of the sides. It's not on a corner like this, so it's gonna be one of these that it's sort of in there. It's got 2 empty spaces beside it, like those. But then to the right is one of these that's in the middle, not like this. So it's this number 3. Yeah, on their space in the middle there. And then this one should, well, no, this one should be on the corner. 1, 2. I still think it's that one because of the way it's showing, but no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's actually 6-sided. Okay, this one's not very accurate, but I think it's actually going for number 1. Yeah, because by the time you actually take the item and put it into the slot, it flips around. So it makes sense that that what's here is here, and this piece would be here, because the way rotation works. And this one's not a 5-sided, it's 6-sided, and this one's just completely different. So it's going to be number 1. Let's see what the hints do, just because we're trying to figure out this game anyways. Tap the crank to change the viewing angle. Okay. I guess I get 3 hints. I'm not going to go further. I already had a good enough sense. But, yeah. That's kind of interesting. And kind of nice that it does give you some things to work with, so.
That should do it.
Thinking. Correct!
Another puzzle solved.
Another puzzle solved. Hey. 2 puzzles in. We're going to call that a first play. This game doesn't look like anything else we've played really ever. But it's super intriguing. I feel like it works well for the DS. It's got a kind of different gameplay mode. Is going to be kind of interactive. The story seems fun. The visuals, I don't know. I'm kind of stoked after just trying it for a little bit. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to actually try it for yourself. So pick up a copy of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Play it along with us. Let us know what you think. Hop in Discord. Shoot us an email. Can't wait to talk about this one with the guys and to hear from you. Hope you guys have a fun time playing along with us. Thanks so much.